This is so cute. And I have like 20 minutes, which I think is just enough time that I can film this. And then I have to go pick up pastries because it is the big boss's birthday and I live close by to one of his favorite pastry shops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, where am I? There. I'm like, where? I'm not going to remember all of this off the top of my head because it's 9,000 years later. Monday, April 28th. Okay. So this is the day after the marathon, and I was hurting. I was not living my best life. Everything hurt, and it was going to be a very long drive back to Canada. It would have been nice if we were just going to the coast, but America's crazy and we're not staying. So we made our journey home. Pretty uneventful. Did have some charging issues. If this desk doesn't fucking stop moving when I don't touch the button, I'm gonna lose it. I do have an appointment tomorrow with Erin. Thank you. This desk back down. We did have a couple of charging issues, but nothing that was crazy. We were still able to get home in very similar time to how we got down to the States. Once we cleared customs and we were back in Canada, we settled on maybe getting some sushi for dinner, so we did that. And then poor Cammie was confused because this was also election day in Canada. Cammie was confused because we came home, but we left her crate in the car, and she was like, WTF. And so we were like, she's just gonna sleep on the bed because we're just gonna have to take the crate apart, and we gotta be leaving here by like 4:50 in the morning to catch our ferry. She did not do well. She was like, where is my crate? How do I sleep? It's fine, because no one's really sleeping when you gotta be up at 4 o'clock in the morning. We did do some laundry, like quick, especially like my sportswear stuff, because I didn't need that sitting for an entire week. I just wanted to get that in the wash. Didn't need to be folded, it just needed to be washed. Oh, I fucked that up. Mark Carney did become our Prime Minister this day. He does not have a majority, but I don't think either party would have won a majority, really. The Conservatives would have if Justin Trudeau didn't resign. But the best part is that the opposition leader, Mr. Pierre Poilievre, lost his seat. So he is officially not the Conservative Party leader at the moment. There's an interim leader because he did not win his seat and he is running in a by-election. And I think it would be hilarious if he lost his seat again. Like and you live in a taxpayer-funded house, and he's still living there. You talk about wastes of money. I don't believe you, sir. Sorry, that was loud. I put it on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Tuesday we got up super early. That's not even in the square. So we took the ferry over to Nanaimo, and then we stopped in Coombs to get coffee, which is just outside of Nanaimo. On the way to Tofino. We waved at my cousin who lives along the way. I am filming, and naturally now my nose is running. So our first stop was once we were in Tofino-ish. We went to the Pacific Rim National Park and took Cammie to Long Beach. Then we went to Tacofino. Then we checked into Pacific Sands. This is the first time that we went to Tofino and did not camp. No offense, but post-marathon Ashley did not want to camp. Post-marathon Ashley wanted a bed. So we treated ourselves to Pacific Sands. Very nice. Would recommend. We'll go back. Cammie loved it too. Big fan. She loves Tofino. Which, who wouldn't? Who wouldn't? Okay. Wednesday. I finally slept. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We had coffee with the deck door open and the fireplace on. I managed to do a little bit of yoga, more stretch than yoga, but still I was trying to flow. I did pretty good. Still very tight, but I was in much better shape. I think I booked a massage this day because they did have an RMT on staff. So I was like, look at that. Oh, did I send that to Jason? Gotta send to him so he can get reimbursed. I don't want to put it on mine. Since I had to pay for that one in full anyway, I may as well just go towards Jason's insurance. Easier that way. I think I'm out of benefits anyway. And then which walk did we go on this day? Dun, 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 dun. Okay, we went into town. There was a little beach nearby, so we did that. And then we just strolled through the village, got ourselves some ice cream from Tofino Licks, which if you are in Tofino or going to Tofino, go there and get some ice cream. They're also dog friendly. And Cammie loved her ice cream. I also love my ice cream, just FYI. And then we got Tacofino again, but for dinner. It's just so good. You can Tacofino, solid meal. Do you want tacos? Great. Do you want a burrito? Great. You want a quesadilla? I understand it's a quesadilla. Got it. You want nachos? Got it. You want to turn it into a rice bowl? Got it. It's a good all-around Mexican food. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So I slept in again. I woke up feeling much more like a human and was like, I wonder if maybe I could try running tomorrow before my massage. And Jason rolled his eyes because I am very strict in taking a minimum of 10 days off post-marathon. Because you've put your body through a lot. It's crazy. And I was like, nah, you know what? I'm feeling good. I might try. And if I can't, I'll run towards town. Maybe you could meet me there. This all looks very crooked. And worst case, you either pick me up on the side of the highway or I just continue to walk into town. I was like, I have a massage after, so what's the worst that can happen? But we went to Ucluelet this day, and we did the Wild Pacific Trail. We wanted to go to the Ucluelet Brewery, but they were closed. So we came back to Tofino. It's like a half an hour drive. Went back to Tofino. We went to Tofino Brewing. And then is this the night we got Poke Bowl? I think this is the night we got Poke Bowl. There's a new poke place in town, so we got that. So good. I got mine with tuna. I think Jason got his with salmon. So good. And it was sunny. We took Cami on the beach for a little walk. Pacific Sands is right on the beach. You have your own private access to the beach. Cami was living her best life. And we're on vacation, so we don't have to clean up all the sand. Well, we do when we get home because it came with her. She brought Tofino home with her. I'm using this little fried rice from Beneva Creations, but it works. Our little beach walk. Okay, Friday, last full day here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I'm just gonna go on a limb and already change these stickers. Okay, so Friday. I slept in, again, not setting an alarm. And then I went for a run into town. And I met Jason and we got coffee and donuts. And then we came back to town. I had a shower. We left town and we came back to the resort. I had a shower. I got ready, and then I went next door for my massage appointment. And then we went back to. It was raining this day, so we went to Ucluelet. We did get pizza for dinner this night, and then the sun came out, so we went for one last walk on the beach. Back to real life was about to occur. But the run felt good. I did get a little nauseous on my run, but again, I am literally in the full-on post-week, like, rehydrate, refuel, let my body heal post-marathon shenanigans, so I wasn't overly concerned, and really happens to me a lot. So I just pulled over, and I just told Jason, I'm like, don't hustle or anything. I had to pull over. I don't feel very good, but I like, if it passes, which I'm sure it will, I will carry on. And he's like, all right. Because the run itself felt pretty good. And I ran pretty fast, considering I just ran a marathon. I think my average pace was 6 minutes and 30 seconds. that was slightly slower than my marathon pace for like 37 kilometers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. So we got up. We had one last coffee. I actually think I only had one last coffee. Then we packed up the espresso machine. And we drove to Port Alberni. Okay, this all just looks ridiculous. I need bigger stickers. Let's use that one. So we drove to Port Alberni and we met my cousin and went to the brewery for lunch. And then my cousin was also coming over to the mainland. She was off her 4-day rotation. I don't remember what I picked these stickers for because I've got all sorts of stickers on here. Oh, whoop. So as we were driving from Port Alberni back into Nanaimo, there was like a thunderstorm that Alicia missed, who was 5 minutes ahead of us, but we got. And we didn't hear the thunder until we got to the ferry terminal, and there was only 2 rolls of thunder, so it was like a calm storm. But a rainbow came out, and it stayed out for quite some time, which we're pretty certain is Brie. We even saw on the ferry, which if I might have just taken a snap and sent it to my sister, but if I have the actual video, I will try and remember to put it in here. And then we just came home and we unpacked. And then I went to bed because I had to be up early the next morning to go be the cheer squad for the BMO Marathoners. Yes, I got chicken tendies at the brewery. I'm using the thunderstorm sticker because, again, we don't get them very often here, but it was not like a thunderstorm. But I'm pretty certain I've had that sticker for well over a year now and haven't used it. Give me my sticker. That for unpacking, and this for being lazy. And then Sunday. Cheer squad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I'm going to cut this actually. So the half marathoners went first, as they do. And that's pretty close to my place, so that's like an easy to get to spot. And then I ran into Veronica, so I missed getting back down to the finish line in time for like Jake and Todd to cross the finish line because they're fast. And then after everyone crossed the finish line for the half, then I hustled over to the Burrard Street Bridge to see the marathoners come through, because that's like the last loud spot before they get into Stanley Park, which is very quiet. So me and Abby hustled over there. And then the marathoners finished, and I went and got coffee on my way home, and I ran into Derek. And we talked about my marathon, which went really well, aside from the whole I'm about to poop my pants thing. And then went home, did laundry, you know, getting the sand out of everything. Jason went and got some groceries. And then we just mentally prepared to go back to work. Vacation's over. There was also the craziest finish to a hockey game I think I've ever seen. Vancouver Canucks riot games in Stanley Cup final losses aside. The Winnipeg Jets were in Game 7. And they got scored on with, like, I don't know, 5 or 6 minutes left. I'm like, oh my God. The curse lives on. They're not going to advance. And they scored with, like, a second left to tie it up and send it to overtime. And then they won. And a colleague of mine, I think, was in Winnipeg at the time, and she said it was crazy. Which, no shit. It was, and Jason wasn't here to see it. He had to go to hockey. I'm like, you just missed the craziest finish to a hockey game I think I've ever seen. Okay, this spread is super Tofino-y. It's a vibe. Was this a mystery kit? I can't remember now. If it was a mystery, Maggie, please bring it back. I need another one. Okay. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, do give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you have not done so. And I will see you in my next video. Okay, bye.